of months ago, I've been realizing how much I have been holding my breath. And that sudden realization was actually quite overwhelming. So here's the background to it. I was at a retreat. If you ever seen my other videos, I go to plant medicine retreats. So I was at this plant medicine retreat and I kept having to go to the toilet, as you do. And what I realised was when everyone could see me, I was holding my breath. And as soon as I got past the point when no one could see me, I would exhale. And I kept doing this. And it made me realise in that moment how much I've been holding my breath through my entire life. Could you imagine this at 44 years old? And it was actually very, very overwhelming and it made me really cry. Um, I'd realised that I'd been holding my breath in points of what I thought were danger or I was being judged. So it made me think about my childhood and how much I would hold my breath in case I breathed wrongly in front of my mum. Now, my mum was very, very, very strict and very, if nothing was done right, it was completely wrong. And there was no gauging what could have been right or wrong. Everything was wrong. And it made me think that I had actually been holding my breath my entire life during difficult times. And during that, I just broke down. I just couldn't understand why I had been holding my breath. I do understand why I've been holding my breath. It was fear, anxiety, being judged, trying to look right, trying to be perfect. All of these things involved, like standing upright, being able to be presentable by holding my breath, not not breathing wrongly, because in my house growing up, if you breathed the wrong way, you would be in trouble. Like if I had sighed or anything, it would be like, Sheena, what are you doing? Why are you breathing like this? Have I done something wrong? My mum thinking that she'd done something wrong, playing the victim, me having to console her, me, then that would cause an argument for hours on end of me doing something wrong because I breathed incorrectly. And at that moment during the retreat, I kind of felt like I'd finally been given, at the age of 44, the permission to breathe. And I spoke to other people that day about it, and others had felt the same way too. And I can't believe that we have grown up, we're conditioned to feel like that from our parents from such a young age, that we can't breathe right or everything that we do is incorrect. So you stop yourself, you actively stop yourself from breathing and having to relearn how to breathe. And from then on, I'm still holding my breath in certain situations. I can still, I have to trigger myself out of holding, like out of being able to exhale. And now I'm more aware of being able to do that. But since that day, when I realized that, I've actually been enjoying breathing. Could you imagine? Like, I hope you're watching this, you could probably resonate too. And you can imagine because you've been there. That's why you're watching this video. That being able to finally have permission to breathe. We come out of our mothers, and the first thing we do is have a gasp of breath, and that's one of the things that we're then told off for doing. It's insane when you think about it, isn't it? You're too scared to breathe in front of your own parents for the fear of doing something wrong, so then you're living your whole life terrified to breathe. Like, think about that for a moment. It's a hard one to swallow, isn't it? Ironic because we're talking about breathing, but it is. Once you give yourself permission to breathe, you see the world differently too. Like, there was one night I was standing in the kitchen, like breathing, like inhaling and exhaling really, really loudly, and my partner said to me, Sheena, what are you doing? I'm just enjoying the breathing, like enjoying inhaling and exhaling loudly without the fear of being judged. Okay, he asked me what I was doing because it sounded a little bit crazy, but wow, like, do you know what? Let's do that now. Let's inhale and exhale loudly right now. Come along and do it with me. Let's do it. How good does that feel? Let's do it again. It feels great, doesn't it? It feels so good. So, you know what? From today, give yourself permission to breathe. Like I said, it's the first thing we do when we enter the world. And that exhale, when we pass away, is going to be the last thing we do. So, enjoy every breath that you take. No one can judge you on how you breathe. And if you grew up like me, scared of breathing, being hyper vigilant and everything else, right now is a time to stop that. You've got as much entitlement to breathe as anybody else has. So enjoy it. If you've enjoyed this video today, please like and subscribe. My name's Sheena, and it started off as a mindset coaching bit like channel, but I don't actually know where it's going now. So just bear with me while I decide. It might not be anything. It might just me deciding what I'm going to do with this channel. But I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and I hope you can resonate. If you have, please comment below. I'd love to hear all about your breathing. Take a breath and enjoy it.